Though the weather outside is frightful, these frags are so delightful. Since we no place to go, videos, videos, videos. Meet me on the other side, and I'm gonna tell you about these fragrances that have the note of coffee in them. Good for the wintertime, huh? See you in a second. What's going on, everybody? You guessed it. It is your boy Trey Sense and his shenanigans all over again. Listen, got a little bit of a review for you, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. But before we get into this review, I got a few little things I need you to do for me. First, I need you to like, I need you to share, and I need you to sub to this channel. And after you sub to this channel, I need you to hit the bell for notifications. So every time a video goes up, you'll be in the know about it. You'll be right there so you can watch the video and you won't be left out. Don't be left out. Nobody wants to be left out. So now we can get on with this thing. What I've got to talk to you guys about today is 7, which is a number in the state of Alabama. 7, they come out the seeds. And before 8, 7, are this many fragrances in my collection that have somewhat of a coffee accord to them, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like a coffee note. Sophisticated, huh? I be read. Anyway, I like all of these fragrances. I will try to pick a favorite for you, but I don't know if I can. So let's get started. From the house of Polo, it is Polo Red Extreme. And this has a nice little coffee note. Sweet coffee, maybe the note of raspberries in there with that coffee. Get a little bit on my skin, and it does okay. It's not the best performer, not the best projector. Oh yeah, that's nice sweet coffee. That's raspberry coffee. I like it. I think that's the note of raspberry. Don't quote me on that. But I know it's the note of coffee and it smells sweet. I have drunk a few cups of coffee in my life. Well, I've drunk some creamer and sugar with some coffee in it, with like that much coffee, and the rest is like creamer and sugar. So I mean, you know, I'm not a coffee connoisseur, so to speak. But nonetheless, this little cocoa-y, coffee, chocolatey type of fragrance is very, very nice. And this is just a little 30 ml. This is all of it that I need. But as the weather cools down, I will definitely be reaching for this and spraying it on because it smells pretty doggone good, if I must say so myself. From the house of Polo, it is Polo Red Extreme. And why didn't they put this in a red bottle? I guess they got 2 or 3 in the red bottle. They had Polo Red and Polo Red Intense, all those in red bottles. So now, this one has a little bit different take on the note of coffee. And it is from the house of Salvatore, Ferragamo. And it is Uomo Casual Life. This is a fresh coffee. And you have to give it a second to dry down. It's just nothing else to say about it. Fresh coffee. I know that doesn't make any sense. Very casual. Casual Life is a great name for this fragrance. This is very easy to wear. Very casual. Very laid back, smooth, inoffensive. Again, great little office scent. And that note of coffee comes through there nice and light. It's not a heavy coffee scent. That's why I said an accord, which is something like a note. But when you smell this, you're not going to instantly think Maxwell House or Folgers. You're not, or Keurig or any of that. You kind of got to wait for it to develop and then you get the coffee. Or at least that's the way it does to this old snout. But nonetheless, it does have a coffee accord. It's in there and it does smell good. Again, a fresh, casual, easy to wear scent with the note of coffee in it. And this is one I need to spray more because this thing is just about full. I'm surprised JP didn't end up with this one. As much trading as we do. Okay, what direction do I want to go? One of the more popular fragrances with the coffee note in it, and it is absolutely hated by so many people, but I love this fragrance. I think it smells good, I think it's bold, I think it's daring, and I think it's Angel Man from Mugler, from Terry Mugler. And no need to spray this thing on. It is a beast. When do I wear this fragrance? If I'm going to be outside in the cold, whether it's I'm going to a baseball game in the spring when the season first starts, or going to a football game this time of the year when the weather cools off. If it's going to be 60 or so degrees outside and I'm going to be outside, I wear this. Don't reach for this much on the inside. I just don't, because it's a little strong. Now I could always just go 1 or 2 sprays on it, but that's kind of hard for me to do. So yeah, I'm Mr. 7 spray all day, 7 to 12. I really don't know how many sprays I do, to be honest with you. I just go till it feels right. That's it. I mean, I just spray till it feels right. And when it feels right, I know I've hit my max. Feels good, I'm done. Mugler's Amen. And I guess we'll stay in the house of Mugler. This one also has the notes of coffee in it. And it is a good smelling little fragrance. Nice little story behind this. And this is not Havan. What is this? I always want to call this fragrance Havan, as my mind just went blank. It is not Havan. From the house of Terry Mugler, it is malt. I always want to call this fragrance Havan for some reason. Havan is in the brown bottle. This is pure malt. Interesting story behind this. The story goes they took Angel Man, aged it in some whiskey barrels, and got this. And this is whiskey coffee, which I actually used to work with a lady that put whiskey in her coffee every single morning. We walk around the plant just not concerned about nothing, steady sipping. And she had that whiskey off, and I don't know how she kept her job. Well, never mind. This one, from the house of Mugler. What did I say this was? It's not Havan. Why do I keep wanting to call this fragrance Havan? It's malt. Why can't I remember that? As many malts and milkshakes as that I've had in my life, you would think I could easily remember malt. Every time I want to call this fragrance Havan. This is not Havan, this is malt. And it has been discontinued, and the price on it has went sky high, and it's outrageous. I saw prices around $180 mark. I don't know if they're getting that for malt by Terry Mugler, but it is a beautiful scent. Like I said, honey, coffee, and whiskey is what you get in this one. But it does have the accord, the note of coffee in it. And it does smell good. I like it. I like it a lot. A lot, not a lot. Man, sometimes I do these videos too late at night and my brain be asleep. Sometimes it don't be woke up, period. But sometimes it be sleep. Okay. From Happyland Studios. And EJ has a few fragrances with a note of coffee. I think my favorite is Cure Cafe, but I've talked about that one in many, many videos, so I want to talk about this one. From EJ Wells and Happyland Studios, it is Home for the Holidays. Funny, I didn't get that mixed up with nothing. And what this smells like is you sitting down at the table Christmas morning after you done put all the toys together for your kids and got the batteries and everything is ready to go under the tree, and you just need a minute before them little boogers wake up. This smells like you drinking coffee and eating a gingerbread cookie. That's exactly what this smells like. And this is potent. It is very strong. I'm not going to spray it because it doesn't take but a spray or two of this and this whole room is filled. EJ stuff is that strong. From the house of Happyland Studios, it is Home for the Holidays. And that's exactly what you get for this. From this is a nice holiday feel, holiday type of scent, holiday vibe, and it's nice. EJ did a bang up job with that one. Man, I only got 2 more. Well, let's get this one out of the way then. This one is from a niche house. It is from the house of Montale. And it is Chocolate Greedy. Now, What this is Palmer's cocoa butter diluted and put in a squirt bottle so that you can spray it on. Nice chocolatey, cocoa-y, coffee type of scent, and I like it powdery. This thing is strong, 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 strong. You can't spray this in a car, you will choke somebody out. I know because I did it and choked my ex-wife out with it. Straight sprayed it, and I didn't go but like 3 sprays, and she got to coughing, and I'm just like, a little extreme, but you know, still. Nonetheless, great chocolatey coffee note here. And I think this is around the $100 mark, so it's not overly expensive, but yet, nonetheless, it is a really good fragrance. You see that dark juice on there, so that tells you a lot about it there. You know, a lot of times you get those fragrances with those dark juices, they perform really, really well. And chocolate greedy is no exception. It is very chocolatey, and it may be too chocolatey for a lot of people to wear, but I like it, especially on a cold winter's day. I think it's a good smelling fragrance. I think it smells good, and I'll probably add a full bottle to my collection. I like it a lot. This last one is one I talk about all the time. I love this fragrance. I love this line. The house is Hugo Boss. The line is the scent, and the fragrance is Private Accord. And this has that cacao-y, chocolatey, coffee vibe to it. Oh my goodness, and does it smell good. And the one thing that the Boss family did with the line of the scent fragrances is they put that Minka fruit all the way through them. And that's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. I really like this line of fragrances, and I think this is my favorite. I may add Absolute, or Absolute, whichever one they call this, in time. I'm not sure yet, but I know I love this one, and the cooler days are coming, so this is one I will definitely be reaching for. This and Intense, and I like them both. I think I like this one just a tad bit better though. From the house of Hugo Boss, it is the scent Private Accord. I had a sub mad at me one time because I accidentally called that Boss bottle. Boy, he came unglued. My bad. My bad. That's the scent. And this is Malt, not Havana. So now that we got that squared up and out of the way, man, guys, listen, I appreciate you coming by, stopping by the scene of the crime as always, and just sitting with me through these videos. We have a goal trying to reach 2,000. We've hit that 1,800 mark and we've gone past it. So now we're trying to get to 2,000. So let's get there. You know what I mean? Got to have goals in life. But anyway, enough about that. You know, it's that time of the video where I got to say goodbye. So God bless you all. I love you all. Always remember, the comment section is for you to be active in and voice your opinion and tell me what you think. And I love you all. God bless you all. And until the next time we meet, peace.